What's going on? It's your boy Jay Xavier Sports. It's the Patriots versus Jaguars week, and it's a lot of big things happening this week. A lot of storylines heading into this game. Obviously, we got Ramsey versus Gronk. We all know the comments Ramsey made about Gronk not being as great as everybody thinks he is, and that when he's lined up against cornerbacks, he doesn't have as much success against the cornerbacks than he does the linebackers and safeties. So Jalen Ramsey made those comments, and of course, ESPN and every sports media outlet made it a big deal. Gonna keep an eye on that matchup this week, obviously. And then we got Dante Fowler Jr. returning to the team from suspension from Week 1. And you saw in Week 1, we were able to generate some pass rush, but it wasn't, or it's not going to be the same, I believe, when Dante Fowler gets inserted back into the lineup. Now, we did see Lorente McCray get a sack, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like the production was terrible behind him, but it's gonna be good to see all of our pass rushers back together, and it's gonna be cool to see how they use Dante Fowler because this is a contract year for him, and I expect him to ball out this year. Dante Fowler, he was the only person to sack Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game. He got 2 sacks. He was able to get 2 sacks in that game. So that's going to be cool to see him back there on the field. And then obviously, Leonard Fournette's injury in the Giants game. I believe he tweaked his hamstring on one of the plays. He just got rolled up on it. The injury is not really serious. It's not supposed to be a serious major injury. But the problem is, if we were to play him, it would create a risk of possibly losing him down the road because let's say we play him versus the Patriots. He has a good game, but he starts to see that swelling in his hamstring be even worse, and then he's not able to recover or run on it for a couple weeks. And then we talk about Fournette being out almost a month. When he could have just missed one game, and then we would have had him for the majority of the season. So. I don't know what the Jaguars are going to do. I do believe that if he's healthy and he's running and he's able to play the running back position at a high level, then there's no reason why I don't think the Jaguars will put him out there. But I'm just afraid that if we do that, it'll risk having him be healthy for the majority of the season. Coming up here, because we don't want him to be have a lingering injury like he did last season and have it to affect his production because. We saw what happened when he went out. The Jaguars offense, all things granted, we probably will come out and play a little bit better versus the Patriots, but the offense wasn't all that, good without Fournette in the lineup. So, like I said, maybe this week, they have a full practice with, they might practice some plays with Corey Grant and TJ Yeldon a lot more to get them more involved, obviously, if Fournette's not playing. So, that's just another thing to look out for. If Fournette does play, let me just say this: even if he doesn't play, I won't say I expect the Jaguars to win, but we're good enough to beat the Patriots even without Fournette playing. So there's no issue there, honestly, with him not playing. The only reason why I would want him to play because obviously it gives us a better chance to win with him on the field, but. I don't think Jaguar fans should be too concerned if he's not playing. Like I said, we have the better team. We should go out there and win. It's a revenge game, We were all disappointed last season, with the results of the AFC Championship game. And this is our opportunity. We're at home. It's going to be a hot 4 o'clock game or 4:30 game on CBS. The majority of the nation's going to be watching. So it's going to be a game where the Jaguars are primed to win. And the Patriots, it's going to be their hardest game on the schedule this year. It's going to be the toughest defense they play. So, this is definitely the game of the week. One of the games of the year, honestly. And this could come down to home field advantage later on in the playoffs. That's why this game is so important that we win. And if we do win this game, I feel like that'll create such a ultra confidence or ultra high confidence for this team that we probably never seen before. We see all the trash talking and we see guys chirping in the media like Jalen, and he's not the only one that talks, but we see our guys are really cocky and they're really arrogant, for lack of a better word. And I don't use that word in a bad way. You know, I like our players when they're cocky and arrogant and have a little swagger, because it, you know, whether other teams want to admit it or not, they're thinking about it. You know, it's in the back of their minds, and they want to go out there and say, okay, well, this guy wants to talk junk. Well, I'm going to go out there and outplay him. We saw Tom Brady, you know, had an Instagram post with him chirping with Jalen Ramsey before the AFC Championship game, and because he had heard the things what Jalen been saying in the media about Gronk. So, you know, Gronk to Tom Brady's eyes is the greatest tight end ever. And Jalen, you know, he shrugged his shoulders, said, "Nah, he's not all that good, you know, or he's not all that great than what people say he is." So, you know, his comments definitely rub other people the wrong way, and you know, I believe our swagger and our confidence that we have, other teams don't like that, and I like the fact that other teams don't like it because, just like Jalen Ramsey said in his comments, you know, on the football field, you're not here to make friends. You know, we're here to win, and you know, nobody has a problem with the Patriots and how they win, or the Steelers and how they win. But once the Jaguars win, and you know, we want to talk a little bit, you know, people get upset about that. But people are not from Duval, they're not from Jacksonville, so they don't understand, you know, the type of swagger that we have, that we carry ourselves with. You know, this is beyond just a football team. You know, just the whole identity of our city is like that. So, you know, other fans are not going to understand, but they got to come on down to Duval. Come to a game in Jacksonville, and you'll understand how crazy the fans are and how wild we get and how much swagger this whole city has. So, Jalen's just an extension of our fans and of our city, and I'm happy he's on our team. So, definitely leave a comment, subscribe. Definitely love all the shout out and all the people giving me love as I continue to post these videos. And let's keep it rolling, baby. 2-0. Let's keep it rolling. Jay Xavier Sports signing off. Like I said, leave a comment, subscribe, and I love you guys. Thank you.